So I'm going to be really open and honest with you. And I'm just going to admit something. I am a procrastinator. I don't want to admit it sometimes, but I actually am. And recently I've just found myself waiting for that perfect moment. And then when I question myself further, I am very aware, and then I realize what's happening. And then it's usually because of some fear or anxiety or something that's holding you back. So my question to you is there a part of your life where you find yourself just not getting to what you need to do? You know what you have to do, but are you actually doing it? And I remember when I was really young, I would, so no kids back then, but before going to the gym, I would have to have my earphones, I would have to have my water bottle, have to have my little towel, and everything had to match and whatever. It sounds crazy when you say it now, but you say I didn't have my earphones, I'll be like, oh my goodness, there goes my workout. Can't work out without earphones. Can you still work out without earphones? Yes. Okay. And sometimes when I wake up, like now, okay, years later, after having kids and not being able to work out is a valid excuse. But you have to ask yourself, or I have to ask myself, have I ever used kids as an excuse to procrastinate and not do what I need to do? I just need to get on the treadmill, I just need to lift some weights. And I find myself that I've been running in the morning and I've been really diligent, and that's amazing. That's my gateway to God. It's like a portal, and it just, all these ideas come to me, and I solve the world's problems, during this time. So it's my therapy, and I can really hash out things and run even faster, and my running time's improved, and that's amazing. Okay. But on my plan, I actually have that I need to be doing a weight session. So I don't run for really long. It's I've got it to about 35 minutes, which is about 5 kilometers, which is a big improvement compared to what I was. And so I haven't been getting to my weight sessions. And I actually love weight training. But it's I just procrastinate and I procrastinate. And I've noticed this about myself, and I keep asking myself, why? Why am I not getting to that, And I've been saying it's kids, I need to give them that time or whatever. But I've just been chilling at the TV with them. So is that quality time? And I say that I've got to prepare their meals and their time, but then I'm ending up just chilling on the couch when I actually can just leave them watching TV and work out, or put the TV off and they come work, them do whatever. Well, it gets a bit crazy. But only you will know the excuses that you are making. And our mind is the biggest trickster. So if you read the Mind Power book, which I'm always raving about, by John Kehoe, in there it talks about the mind, your conscious mind, being the biggest trickster of them all. So it's with awareness of your thoughts and where you are, and your goals and your vision. And it's with this awareness that you have to keep questioning yourself. Is this a valid excuse? Is this the truth, or is this my own truth that I choose to tell myself? Because a lot of us are saying we can't because we've got this ache and this pain and this is what's going to happen. You need to just be honest with yourself, have a straight talk with yourself. I mean, there's been Sunday nap times, and when I push through my excuses, okay, when I just finally no, come on, Manisha, get up. I've learned how to turn those thoughts around. So now I tell myself that whenever I am in doubt and I notice there's this tennis match going on in my head, then I act despite how I'm feeling. So you act despite you feeling tired. You act despite you not in the right mood to work out. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to ask, so we spoke about procrastination. The other P is where are you a perfectionist in your life? Do you believe in perfectionism? And I don't believe in perfectionism, but sometimes I'm waiting for that perfect moment. And you know what? That perfect moment never comes. That perfect moment is now. And a lot of the time, when I am in doubt, I told you that my mindset is that I jump in. And yes, there are times when I get into trouble because of this. But you know what? Those times of trouble are like 10%, by committing to something and by taking action, as opposed to all the benefits. 90% is like all the great stuff that's happened. I'll give you another example. We went to it's called, what is it called? I don't know. It's these free sessions, that they always have with like seminars. So it's Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, but I can't remember what the sessions are called. But anyway, they have like where they just invite like mass amounts of people, hoping to sign them up to a course. So you go there knowing that you're gonna be tempted into these courses, okay? But we were so moved by what they say. They added so much value. It took my life to the next level, just being in that free one-day event. So was it worthwhile? Yes. We couldn't afford the courses, okay? The courses were like 50,000 Rand, okay? Didn't have the money, didn't have it at all. It was my sister and I. They give you a deal, okay? 2 people at one go. So I went to my sister and I'm like, I know we don't have the cash, but you need to put it on your credit. There's reasons I don't have a credit card because I'm the spender, which I've changed. But anyway, that's a story for another day. So I was like, you need to put it on your credit card because this is going to catapult our life. It's going to take us to the next level. And we need to go to the next level. And we signed up for these courses that cost like 50,000 Rand. It's called Quantum Leap. Okay, so it was a series of 4 courses. They were in Joburg. We would have to travel up. Each time we traveled up, we drove down because it was just more cost effective. It was time away from the business. And then also it was like a whole weekend. And then I had to leave my kids and so there were loads of other expenses involved. But anyway, we signed up for this, which is like 50K each, and there was a payment plan, and we said we don't know how we're going to make it, but we're going to make it. We just have to commit. I think it was something like 2,000 Rand or something, which is minuscule when you're looking at the massive thing. I said, I know with all of my being, we have to do this. And it really was one of the best courses and most valuable courses. But had I not taken action, had I thought, no, I can't afford it, I would have not changed the level at which I was doing things. T. Harv Eker, he wrote The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind. So it's a lot of his principles, along with John Kehoe, who wrote Mind Power, which I practice and have implemented in my life. One of the sayings which I learned there is, how you do one thing is how you do everything. And so those things are invaluable, and it stayed with me from say 7 years ago. And was it worth it? But I would have never known how worth it these courses are had I not taken action. So I always think of those moments when I acted despite being fearful that we will never meet the commitments. And the other example I can give you is when you have a baby, or when you're thinking about having a baby, then you think like, oh my goodness, I'll never be able to afford it. But you know what? When you are at that moment, stuff just happens. You level up, you step up, okay? So where in your life are you not leveling up? Where in your life are you not stepping up? Where in your life are you not taking action? How many workouts are you missing out because of valid excuses? Where in your life are you waiting for that perfect moment? Where in your life are you procrastinating? Because procrastination equals missed opportunities, okay? If someone is showing up late, okay, to something because they're procrastinating, whatever, they're going to miss out. And so how you do one thing is how you do everything. If you are missing out or showing up late for something in one area, you better believe it's going to be showing up in all the other areas of your life as well. So that's your contemplation point today. Let me know your thoughts on that, and please feel free to share with me. Where in your life are you procrastinating? Are you someone who's waiting for that perfect moment? Are you a perfectionist?